Well, hello there. How are you all? Well, I hope. Well, now then, last week I told you all about this place here. The perfect place to go and take your afternoon tea. As a bit of an inspiration for all that you're going to have to go through to make sure, as a Victorian lady, you're looking your absolute best. And so today, I felt it had to be accompanied by a good English breakfast. Now this one is a new one that I've just come upon when I was up in London at the Savoy in November. It's by the Cash Company, and it's a new one we're going to be bringing in March here. I'm very, very taken with it. It's a Darjeeling, very simple, very classic, but what better to accompany a nice vanilla biscuit. Absolutely perfect. But first of all, to your face. Now, as any good Victorian lady, you need to have been starting long ago. From when you were a young girl, you would have been taught how to care for your face. Oh, do excuse me, I have a little frog in my throat. That's better. And that is going to stockpile up so that when you become an adult, all that hard work will start to show benefits. It's the same when we come to your hands, but we'll save that for another day. So, in the morning, you will have taken your breakfast in bed, and then it's time to get up and have your ablutions. Always start with the face, and you need 3 bowls of water. 1 quite hot, but not ever so hot. 1 comfortably warm, and 1 cold. Your face flannel needs to be of a good Turkish cotton. So there is a texture to it, but not rough. And you're going to start with the very hot water. Immerse your flannel in that, wring it out, and then hold it to your face for the count of 3. And repeat this again 3 times. This opens up all the pores on the face and allows any impurities and ill health to come out. Now move to your middle bowl, the mildly warm, and with this one and your flannel, again wet it, wring it out, and now gently, in a nice circular motion, upwards, cleaning the face of anything that has been opened up by those pores. When that is all done, it's the last bowl, and again immerse your flannel in it, wring it out. This one's cold, but paste upon the face, it closes up all those pores. Any miasmas, the bad airs, the impurities of the world, the illnesses of the lower classes cannot then get in through those open pores. Now again, with a nice Turkish cloth, dry your face off. Don't rub it hard, pat it gently. Now, when you're finished, you'll then go on and get the rest of your washing done, and you'll get into all your undergarments. Then the outer garments, and your maid will help you to dress your hair. This is the time to send her on her way to clear up all of the debris from your ablutions, because this is the secret moment for us ladies. Now, unfortunately, Mother Nature didn't fully appreciate what we Victorian ladies are striving for in the perfect complexion. Pale. Not quite white to alabaster, but more think on the lines of peaches and cream. The skin is the cream, and just a hint of colour upon your cheeks, like a young maiden given a slightly saucy comment and she's blushed. Unfortunately, we don't all get that. So we have to cheat a little. We can't use makeup because only 2 types of women use makeup. Actresses and prostitutes. And a good lady does not want to be classed as either of those. So we use medicines. And any good lady of quality will have a box, kept locked, and only she has the key. Inside are her medicines to keep her healthy. So you will start with a cream upon your face. This will be a mixture of a little bit of pure beeswax and some sweet almond oil. A little drop of rosemary is always good. It's very excellent for keeping the skin healthy. Very small amount, gently rubbed onto the face. Often it's a good idea to put that on after your washings, whilst you are completing your ablutions and getting dressed. It allows it to fully soak into the skin. Now you have a similar pot, and this time, if you need to, you can add any colours to it. Now, my skin isn't as white as I would like, never has been. So I have to think about making my skin paler. And I do it with my powder. And I use talcum powder. Some people will even put a bit of powdered chalk in with it. Of course, that bit of colour, well, that can be done two ways. Either by using a bit of your beeswax with your almond oil and put just a little bit of powdered cochineal. It's a crushed up beetle, but we won't worry about that. It gives a nice colour of pinky red, depending on how much you put in. Now, you can put just a little upon your cheeks and then do your powdering. It softens it. Or you can mix that powder with a bit of your talcum powder and dab it on. The choice is yours. But be careful, don't use too much. Many use like a puff thing to put it on. I find a brush, very soft bristled, most excellent. It just puts enough, but not enough to show up, because we don't want it to be obvious. Now the next is one's lips. How often, for those people who are lucky enough to have very fair skin, have very pale lips? Well, here's a little tip. Again, a little more of your beeswax and a small amount of your almond oil. And then into that, again, put your cochineal. How much? Depends on how much colour you want to put. But then that can be put on with your finger. And of course, because of the beeswax in it, it gives just a slight shine, as if you just wet your lips. Very desirable. Now, some ladies I know want to also put a line along the edge of their upper eyelid and to have their eyelashes more obvious. And in which case, charcoal. A little bit of charcoal ground to a powder, and again you can mix it with a little bit of oil or water or even the beeswax, and then with a fine brush put that on. Many say it's very beneficial for stopping any dust, impurities and things that could affect the eyes from getting in. I'm not so sure myself. I tend to leave mine alone. But with this lovely, perfect complexion, you are all set ready to go and enjoy your afternoon cup of tea and have all the ladies in there saying, "Oh, she has such beautiful skin. How lucky she is." Well, that's it for now. I'll see you next week, and we're going to be looking at hands. Oh, there's some work we've got to do there. But for now, it's going to be a nice cup of tea and a biscuit. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.